pistol went on, the first pistol went on Dust 2, where Team Liquid literally just ran straight into Long and banged the heads off of, well, pretty much all of Big. We'll see whether or not that is going to be the case again. A nice flashbang actually pushes Tabson out of his position, and he has to really back away now. It's down the retreat, and unfortunately goes for the repeat. Stewie will absolutely punish him for that, but there is a trade out from Legia, and that at least brings it back to the 4v4. So there's still a chance into this one for Big. So they do at least have control of Long as well. They can set themselves up nicely on B.
Flash.
On A.
There was a flash out into short A, and Legia actually checked that area of the map but didn't see anyone, which is why you see these rotations coming out from Big, but that's not what Liquid are doing at all. They're already up on this bomb site.
And Stewie's won the aim duel as well against Legia. That's a great opener for Team Liquid. But God B, well, he reckons he only sees 5 or 6 enemies, and he's only seen one this time because he gets traded straight away by Stewie. And across the board, all the frags that matter. Grim words when we're looking at Big, and the multi-frags weren't necessarily there on Dust 2. I think the multi-frags is definitely something that we've associated with Team Liquid throughout this matchup thus far. Let's see if Tabson can get off that -1, and it's next that starts things off. Got B follows up quite nicely. Liquid having a bit more difficulty battering their way onto the A bomb site this time, but sooner or later that seems like it's going to fall. Tabson, however, he's definitely making amends for the team kill in this round. A double kill for him now. He will be finished off, and twists even.
Be able to drop those most of the time.
Slow and steady, though, seems to be the name of the game for Liquid. Only just now starting to explore any further than really their own territory. Out into Long, they do cop a big amount of damage onto Nitro and Unleash.
A lot of damage, and they have slowed down Team Liquid with the utility. So now Liquid only just taking this Long control, only just starting to make their way up the bathrooms. But I love this from Big, getting aggressive in towards that short A area.
There's not a lot of time for Liquid right now.
Yeah, and God B's going to go disrupt them with the MP7, but does get clawed out.
Under a fair bit of pressure here is God B. It does look like he'll get out okay for now. Just slots himself in the corner. Not really many other places that he could go, so I think Team Liquid may well find themselves a fairly easy second. Legia doing its best to keep his in-game leader alive. But look at this, Stewie certainly seems to know that there is going to be someone close on this left angle. And there he goes, Godby down. 7 seconds on the clock though, Pili, and Legia is doing a heroic stand on the bomb site. Bomb plant though will be going down. And Stewie, the lion's share of the work. Twiz just flips around and Tizian goes bye-bye.
Locking down this area gives a lot of information to Big, and look at this setup on the Big bomb site.
Yeah, even the lack of players there is actually pretty impactful information for Big. Although, whether or not they're going to be able to do anything with it remains to be seen. God B just hiding above the smoke right now as Liquid start to make their way into the bomb site. This may well be a masterstroke if he gets the peak correct, but does not. Nitro finishes him off. And now it's Nexus' turn. Going to play whack-a-mole here for Team Liquid. See whether or not they can continue to spot the players jumping up and down on the bomb site. Tabson, in the meanwhile, did get involved with the AWP, but Liquid are just deciding to slow things down here. That's going to put the element of doubt in Big's mind. Where are they? What are they doing?
Yeah, going completely quiet here is going to start to mess with Big's head a little bit. You do see Tabson making his way through the maze, seeing if anyone's flanking him. He's got to try and check all of his corners and clear out that A bomb site. You see even the second player rotating over. Legia is making his way back towards A. And at some point, Nexus is going to have to get some information. He's going to have a rough time of things.
Yeah, I mean, unless Nex just goes absolutely bananas right now on the B bomb site.
He's made the right call. He's playing a nice retake angle on this bomb site. Could find a terrorist.
I mean, the unfortunate thing is, though, that, like, Big already have a player disadvantage to even retake this bomb site right now with absolutely no utility. It seems impossible, and Liquid do get Nex as the bomb goes down. I think that really is just going to seal the round for them.
100%. It's a great job from Team Liquid, just slowing things down in the mid-round, not making a single peep, and it really forces Big to play a lot more honestly, rather than just rotating all 3 CTs over to that part of the map and having a potential chance to be able to multi-frag and trade each other out and allow the round to get into a messier sort of state of affairs where Big could potentially come out on top. Liquid just slow things down and they wait for Big to make a mistake. They wait for those rotations to come out, and then they do close out the round. So really 100%ing it at the end of the day.
It's hunting time. They're hunting wabbits. Seen that. Stewie might have a bit of work to do here, and he certainly has been pretty impactful for Liquid thus far on Overpass. Actually not going to be much of a push out from Big into the underpass. Stewie may well creep through this smoke, as he is wanted to do indeed, but Legia are very well aware of it. Nicely done. Big have found the opener in around, which is something that has eluded them.
So Liquid do start to expend some utility over towards Toilet and Divider just to show Big that they may be taking some Toilet control, but instead they're going to go back to this long A area, just leaving Naf on the lurk. He could potentially make his way over towards the underpass, but instead opts to regroup with the rest of the team. So Liquid just going to try to potentially make their way towards this A-bomb site, and if they hit some nice clean entries, then they could potentially close out this round, especially if they're very, very wary about the flank coming in from Connector, but I love this from Big. Keeping Liquid guessing, even if they do clear out that Connector, Big will maintain their man advantage, and it's a bit too late for Liquid to do so. So seeing the rotations and the stack come out onto this A-bomb site, this is terrible for Liquid. They're setting up for this A play.
And that smoke going down as well from Big is going to be just another spanner in the works for Team Liquid. They do have a couple of smokes of their own, but only the one flashbang. Really no utility at all to get them into this site. And look at what Big has got to play with. They're continuing to re-smoke along. They know exactly where Team Liquid is. This is going to be a slaughterhouse, surely making their way onto that A-bomb site. Team Liquid can't manage to get anything done. As I say that, Twist with one, but one is not enough. And Naf, well, not much else to do, but have a look at Playground. Thinking of better times.
That's the kind of pick that we missed opportunity there for Tabson. And
yeah, those are the kind of chances that can't really go begging.
100%. Liquid, they do have this short B control. Naf's made his way over here, so we will be able to hear all the rotations coming out from these big players running up and down the maze potentially, as well as make sure that Big doesn't have too much control over towards that short B area, because once you do take that part of the map, you can make sure no one's pushing from spawn to long, and you can gamble your rotations over towards A. So it really just is a question of gathering information and keeping the CTs honest in terms of their rotations and whether they can stack certain bomb sites. Looks like a bit of a misthrown smoker there over towards Toilets that Tabson takes advantage of. Maybe intentional.
Leash, or rather, Legia is going to be the player that is traded out by Liquid. So for the good work that Tabson's put in, Twister's done equally as well.
And with Liquid getting this 1-for-1 over towards bathrooms, as well as having the short B control, Big can't really inform their rotates, and they're forced to be put in a scenario where they're 2-2 on either bomb site, and Liquid can just go wherever they want. God B could potentially be making the push in towards Toilets, because he does realise that's not the best situation for Big to be in.
This is a nice position for God B, but did he even see Stewie just then?
Nope.
I think he missed him.
He did.
Oh dear, this could be dangerous. Everyone from Liquid headed towards B. God B doesn't know that there's a player on the A site. That should well be the end of Tabson. Stewie can't quite get the angle in time, but he is around behind a few of the big players. And in the meanwhile, the B bomb site entry is working phenomenally for Liquid.
Just like that round on Dust 2, Stewie might be in the perfect position, but when your teammates are so good, when Twist just hits every headshot on his way into the bomb site, doesn't even matter where Stewie is.
Well, they're jealous of his ADR. He's at 148 right now, but he's not getting anything off of this round.
After how many rounds though, Jordan?
8 rounds? Well, 9 after this.
Wow.
But unfortunately, that's going to drop. Tabson, though, not sure what he's going to be able to do here. Stewie's certainly looking for him. And
if he finds the right timing, he could potentially make a massive impact for Big in this round and give them a much better chance of winning it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they have any idea that he is here. No one covering that angle at the moment, and this could be massive for Big, for lack of a better word. Next, the first one to strike, and again, that is just going to increase the ability for Legia to cause problems, and he's definitely causing some of those. 2 kills. This will surely be around now for Big. Only Naf and Nitro left. Oh. But with that said, Naf, we saw what he could do last round against the pistols. Maybe he can do that against the guns as well. And he certainly can. Next will fall. The B bomb site is opened up, and all of a sudden it looks possible for Liquid. Bombs rotating in. Plant will go down. It won't be denied by Big at all.
This shot from Tabson as Liquid starting to struggle to get this bomb down, but they do just in time. Nitro getting mollied off the site.
They don't know where God B is, and this will be a free frag for him. But Naf doing the work against Tabson. Knows roughly where God B is, so just has to buy his time, dancing around. Takes the peek and he hits the head.
Had the money for it. It's going to be the aggression over towards Fountain from Tabson. Finally, some shots starting to be hit.
It's not over till it's over, though. And we have time and time again seen Team Liquid be able to bail themselves out of disadvantageous player number situations. Nitro, if he gets the second here, that's going to be massive. But he's, of course, not to know Tamsin is there. Naf will spot him, though. And all of a sudden, we're back to 3v3. So what was, again, a great start for Big has just been dismantled, slowly but surely, by Liquid. Now we're back to even Stevens, with lots of time for Liquid to play with. They're starting to make their inroads in toward the bomb site right now. Tizian rotating through Connector. It's really just a fake up on A, and this is going to allow the remaining Liquid players, Naf and Stewie, to just walk into B. And the B bomb site has been really a site of disaster for Big. We've seen multiple clutches go the way of Team Liquid. It beguiles belief, really.
Neither of these big players have a kit, so the more the clock runs down, the harder it's going to be for them to be able to pull off this clutch round, and particularly with Stewie tucked in towards the ABC there and Naf just playing time at Monster. It's going to be a difficult round for them to come away with.
Yeah, I don't even think they're going to spot Stewie until it's too late. Naf taking first contact here. He will go down to Gob B, but it's a 1-for-1 as Stewie gets another. Where's that flash on through? Still got a pretty big job to do. Tizian are finally going to win a round here for Big.
But we're in the same territory as Dust too, you know, Big getting a couple round toward the tail end of the half side. Team Liquid already in a dominant position.
Yeah, that's a decent start for Big. Tamsin finding the first. Nitro, though, now will take the time to strike after Naf has caused the distraction. And I will say Naf's the distraction, but he gets 3 kills. Doesn't really...
Short area.
The grenade's going to come through. That does a huge chunk of damage to Tizian. Forces Big back just a little bit. A little bit more damage coming through from the spam on the wall. Leech does get a 1-for-1, so there's, again, another glimmer of hope here for Big, but that very quickly is going to be ripped away. Stewie will get the first, second, maybe even the third as well. Not quite, but there's certainly enough Team Liquid players here to mean that it's not really going to be an issue for the CT side. 15 up.
Lackluster bite. Haven't really even had an opportunity to be able to play any kind of a T side and already getting shut down before they can make it out of this party area.
Indeed, well, Nex is trying to do his best, but it seems as though Liquid is keen to get things over and done with, and now they're the first team through to the Kudos Bank Arena. Who could have expected anything else, Pili? Well done from Team Liquid. Today has been really what looks like a cakewalk.
Yeah, they absolutely cruised to this quarterfinal spot guaranteed. No real opposition from Big or Boot, making quick work of all their opponents.
I think across the board, all things said and done, that's exactly what we expected out.